These are items that literally get dropped off at your door. If you're an avid eater of Chinese food or any kind of soupy food, you may be familiar with these. Little takeout containers. They are very sturdy and resin does not stick to them.
Yeah.
So I use these for mixing, holding supplies. They are great when weighing resin. If you're mixing resin, I would weigh it in these since they don't have the pre-measured lines, but I like to weigh anyway because it's more accurate and there's less chance that you will ruin your resin ratios. The second takeout item would be chopsticks. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't think of this earlier when I was low on popsicle sticks and other types of stirrers. There was like so many in my drawer and I was cleaning out my drawer and I was like, I could totally use these as stirrers and they work great and you can reuse them. Same with these containers. They can be reused over and over because the resin doesn't stick to them. So very eco-friendly, very upcycle-y, just all around goodness, and they're free. The third free item is droppers. So these come in handy. You can get them off of essential oil bottles if you still vape. I don't know if they still come in these dropper bottles. I haven't vaped in a while. CBD bottles. And what's great about these is you can pop them out of the stopper and wash them out so there's no oil residue in there. Pop them back in, wash out. And how I get them clean is I'll put them in a jar of alcohol and just swish it around, make sure all the resin, as much as the resin as possible, gets off of them, and then I'll dry them off and they're ready to be used again. So they're reusable as well. And you can use them for inks, you name it. Other inexpensive item is these lipstick holders. I found this at the dollar store. They are perfect for holding pigments, just marvelous. $1 each, you could get like 5 of them and just store all your pigments and inks. All right, this is a super hack. If you have limited space, like resin space to work in, this one in particular is a scrapbook paper holder. And this is great because you can work with your resin directly in here. And you know, if you get accidental spillage, it's fine. Sometimes I like to line it with some used paper. So if you get any spillage, you can literally just, like, the resin comes right off with the paper and you close it. So if you're working in an area where you might, well, my craft space is also my office, so I work from home, and when I don't want to be breathing in those next day fumes, I just close this and keep the fumes in there, air out my workspace. And also another thing that's great about these is they stack. So if you have limited space, all you have to do is close the lid, move it to another area. Just be careful because you don't want your resin spilling everywhere. And you can stack these on top of each other. I will say they're not great at leveling these in particular, but maybe if you could find some that are perfectly flat at the bottom. You can probably find these at thrift stores, just like a shoe box. They don't have to even be clear, you know, like just put it in a box and make sure that if you accidentally spill, it won't go through the box. You just kind of stack them on top of each other, and this way you get more vertical storage when your resin is curing, especially if there's like a slow curing resin, and less fumes. So this is something I figured out very early in my resin career, and it is Great! If you're new here, my name is Yana and I do a lot of resin and craft stuff. So head over to my channel and check it out. Go ahead and subscribe and give this video a like, because the YouTube algorithm thinks that likes are tasty treats and eats them up. Let me know if you would like more hack videos. If you have any questions, just drop them below, any comments. Thank you for hanging out with me. Keep creating, and I'll see you in the next video.